because I sense that our two next guests are slightly nervous about being here, and it's very unfair because you come in from behind, you cannot see we see Joe's gleaming faces.
Hello.
But
so many screens here.
Let me introduce the people who we have to our right, because we have featured on this programme moving stories of the way that one moment can change lives. Sometimes that moment is changing lives for the better, and sadly, of course, in some cases, that moment changes lives for the worse. And we're joined in the studio by Marilyn and Durone Stokes, who are ambassadors of the Candle Project, and it's very good to have you here this morning. Welcome. And as I was saying, you know, a moment can change your lives for the better, but in your case, one moment changed your lives most definitely for the worse. Tell us what happened as close as you can to the microphone.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. My son Aaron Stokes was tragically murdered on the 2nd of January 2006, and that really did change our life as a family, because as with death, we know that it's all coming to all of us at some point, but to have your 24-year-old murdered is just devastating. And for us as a family, we just had, it was literally the rug being pulled right from under our feet.
And it's nearly 10 years ago, so 10 years next summer.
January.
January. And in terms of what that does to a family, we can possibly think about it, guess it, try and put ourselves in that position, but we're not. What the rug was pulled. What actually happened to the family when that took place?
Well, at the time, my other son was away at uni, and I had an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old at home, and we just went into shock. That was the thing, the shock. I look back now and think, how did we actually get through it? But it was with support, and more importantly, support from St. Christopher's Hospice, who provide a counselling service for young people and families.
We're going to talk about them in a second, because it's something very specific that very soon that we're going to mention on the programme this morning. I'm interested about the two of you. Did either of you realise that you had the inner strength that clearly you managed to find at that moment?
No way. I knew that as a mother, that I had a family to continue to support and to try and protect, but no idea how me and my husband was going to do that.
Because, JoAnne, it can often drive you apart, can't it?
Yeah.
And that often happens, actually, because the grief, you can't recover, and that's between you and Marilyn, but also your children, and children grieve in very different ways, don't they? And is this where you think St. Christopher's came into play?
Yeah. For me, I didn't know what to do. Every day felt like a struggle. It was just crazy, and I didn't know how to express how I felt. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know who to turn to.
Just remind us how old you were.
I was 11 at the time. Yeah. And my mum and dad saw that I had an interest in music, and through St. Christopher's and the counselling, they saw that I had an interest in music, and they thought it'd be great for me to be able to express myself through music, and they provided a service with that.
And this is St. Christopher's in Crystal Palace.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it?
Sydenham, yeah.
In Sydenham. And I know of this hospice only because one of our listeners, we know her all on this radio station as Julie from Hungary. She was brought back by her family and spent her final days at St. Christopher's, and that's when I went to visit her there, and what an extraordinary place. I mean, it's we talked about it on air, and all the people in that area are saying this is one of the most amazing places, but it only survives through fundraising, doesn't it?
That's right. And the thing is, as you just alluded to, Joe, the incredible work that is done at St. Christopher's, because yes, it is coming to the end of life, but it's the way that it incorporates the whole family
and I didn't
take
know
them through that journey.
I had no idea until you two came in that they did this, that they counselled young people as well. I thought that it was they were there to offer support to the dying and their family, but I didn't know they were offering a counselling service.
Yeah.
And is that what is happening in the candlelit? Is the candlelit walk? Is that right?
The midnight St. Christopher's midnight walk.
Yeah.
That will take place on the 10th of October.
So that's next Saturday.
Saturday.
Now tell us how far the two of you are going to have to walk, and indeed anybody else that wishes to join you. Tell us exactly how far.
Well, it works out to about nearly 5 miles. 5 miles, and it is a fun walk. It really is a fun walk. And I've done it for the last 4 years now, and wouldn't miss it. We have such...
Tell us what happens on it. So where do you start?
So we start at St Christopher's.
Right.
So we usually have, like a little talk or a little game. I think they're going to be organising bingo this year. But we do a little warm-up and we do some exercises.
And Simon, if it's nice weather, their grounds are amazing, aren't they? Because I used to sit with Julie and there's waterfalls, and it's just the most extreme. You think you're in paradise, don't you?
Yeah,
It is so wonderful. So obviously you can all gather there. If anyone wants to go on the walk, to enrol, it's 20 quid, is that
20
right?
quid, that's right.
And you can register because I know every time we mention St Christopher's, people in that area will do anything to support them. So here you go. It's www.stchristopher's.org.uk, and then you go to Midnight Walk and you can register there. Or I guess you could turn up. It's Saturday the 10th. That's next
Saturday the 10th, yeah. And we're due to kick off around 11, but it's nice to get there early, get into the fun and activities, all the exercising and that, and to get to meet other inspirational people, because it really is a lovely walk. It's a lovely walk, and people are sharing their stories and having a laugh, so...
Even though they're walking 5 miles. They're still
They're
they laughing more at the end or more laughing more at the beginning?
And the thing is, it doesn't feel like 5 miles because
you've got everyone with you.
You've got everyone with you, yeah, no, definitely.
Jerome, is it right you were at the Brit School?
I spent 2 years at the Brit School.
And you headlined a service at St Christopher's, is that right?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And so what are you doing? Are you an actor? Are you
I'm at drama school.
Which one?
Moment. It's called DMB Academy.
Right.
I
know it so well. My godson is in. Little Sonny. I've been to see all their final shows. I must have seen you perform.
Yeah.
It is the most amazing place.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
You're launched, mate. You'll be fine.
It's crazy the connections, because I first heard about Brit School through St Christopher's, that music service.
Wow.
They were like, "Have you ever heard of the Brit School?" And I said no, and they told me the details, how to audition and everything like that. And when I went to the Brit School to audition, the head of the school, he knew my counsellor, and she had given a word about me before I auditioned, and so that connection was there.
Can I say something? You are not playing a role now, but if you were at an audition doing that, I'll give you a part.
Oh,
you're an actor in the making. You've got
Thank you so
presence
much.
even sitting down there, and you, as the mum, you have absolutely supported him, which is important, because there are many mums who would say if their son, no matter what they'd been through, what you have been through is unspeakable. But there are people who haven't been, would say, no, you're not. My son of mine is not going to go on the stage. Certainly not going to throw everything. But actually, I can see you've seen something in him.
Yeah, oh no, most definitely. And the thing is, you know what? As I'm advocate for counselling. The thing is that when our children go through loss, and it's not just loss of a loved one or that, it may be a move, it may break up within a family. We need to recognise that we need to put support in there to help them and all it does is minimise the trauma, but this is what you get at the end of it.
So right.
Listen to both you, Marilyn, and also Durone. Thank you for coming in. The details again of the website to take part in the Midnight Walk, St Christopher's Midnight Walk, next Saturday is www.stchristopher's.org.uk, and you can sign up for it. £20 to take part. You're going to meet Marilyn and Durone as well. And at the end of this, what do? You can collapse into a heap and go to bed, or are you still ready to party the night in? I mean, to be honest, half the clubs won't have closed by the time we finish. They'll all be open on the Saturday night, Sunday morning. So
by the time we finish, our adrenaline's pumping, so we're there, we're still talking, we're hanging around, we're having cakes and teas and whatever.
Fantastic. And we'll watch out for you. When you're in a production, you must let us know and you must come in.
Oh, right, brilliant.
Because we do theatre.
Oh, you do theatre?
We do theatre, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let me know.
You'll be there.
I can't believe I probably did see you in your last
Thank you
performance.
so much for coming in.
Thanks.
It was great to meet you both.
Thank you very much for having us.
It is